Hello, and we are back with part 4 of 5 of how to start a business online with little or no capital. I'm Susanna Ray, an online business mentor who has been working online for the last 22 years, and I know a thing or two about this, and I support my clients to get started. Though normally they're a little bit beyond these points, which is why I will be directing them here before they work with me. So we know we've got these 5 basics in place. So we started with the focus, we moved to the name, we looked at the minimum viable offer in part 3, and part 4 is where to market your offer. You've got your offer now. How do you find your audience? Because you had a little idea about who those people were. And that's great. The best way of starting as well is thinking, do I physically know the name of someone who needs this? Most business ideas come out of the point of a struggle, a pain, something somebody needs to be solved. So if you don't know one person in your network who needs what you're offering, I want you to go all the way back to the beginning and the drawing board and think about that, because if you don't already know one person who needs what you're thinking of selling, then it's probably not a viable idea. And you could end up wasting a lot of time. But you do know someone. Yay! Excellent! I am so glad you know someone. Hopefully you know 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 or 20. More, even better. Because your first market are going to be those people who are already in your immediate network. And the reason is they're not a cold audience. They already know you a little bit. Hopefully they trust you. They like you. They sort of lean into what you share because they hear and understand your expertise. So ask them. If you go, in my head, I think this would be great for someone like you. You're not selling yet, by the way, though the sale might well come out of this. But ask them, where do you tend to hang out? Like, what do you do? Are you like loads online? And if you're online, where are you? Are you in Snapchat, TikTok, Discord, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? Where do you hang out? Like, if you look on your phone, where does it say you spend the majority of your time online? And just see, make a note of it. Or if they say, I'm barely ever online, but I'm always down the sports club, or I love doing, I play golf, or I love visiting exotic hotels, or I'm always traveling, so you can catch me at the airport in the departure lounge. Find out where your people and your audience are. Maybe they're massive gym goers. And if they're big gym goers and they go to luxury gyms, that means they've got disposable income. And it also means that they value their health and they're spending time on that, but they've got an income that allows them to do that sort of expenditure. And this is one of the elements that when we look at the minimum viable offer and people go, oh, people will never spend that, is no, there's always a price for every single person. So everyone is hugely varied in the money they have available, where they value to spend that money, and what it is that they want to get solved. And this is why you have people buying luxury yachts for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds. I'm not in that market, but there are people who are. I've been to Monaco and I've seen all those yachts in the harbour. There's quite a lot there, and that's a really nice business to be in. But that might not be your business. You might be in terms of helping other people who are maybe on a normal salary, a normal income, and therefore your offers need to reflect that, but you need to know where those people hang out. So where you market your business needs to sync up with who your audience are. And yes, there's a lot of online, a lot of social media marketing these days. Why? Because it's an extremely easy conduit to millions and millions and millions of people. But at the same time, it's a very noisy pathway. You know, everyone's pushing and shoving and trying to get through, and it feels like, oh, and we want to settle down. So it's better you're in a quieter place, but people are taking notice of you, than necessarily being in the noisy place. So sometimes when it comes to marketing, lumpy mail is your friend. If you want to catch the attention of a CEO, send them something great through the post that talks about your services. So what I'm hoping to do in this session is to expand your eyes beyond Facebook advertising or Google ads. Those do work, absolutely, and they work particularly well for people who've got products that meet a particular need and have really set keywords for what people are actually searching up. If you're in the business of transformation, as I am, and the majority of my clients are, it's a lot harder. I'm just going to put it out there, because quite often people don't know they need what you have until they hear about it. And they probably won't even be incentivized to do it unless they hear from you and they start connecting to what you are saying and sharing. And this is actually where social media is your friend. Whether it be on YouTube and making videos, whether you're talking and you're making podcasts, or whether you're writing and creating blogs and resources. One of the best places to start in marketing your business is creating long-form content. And this is the basis of all your focus. Okay, we're going back to that step one. I asked, what was your passion, your prowess, and your personality? And linked with that is, what is the style of content you like to naturally create? For me, I find talking to the camera actually really easy. I love the colors and the visuals. But this content can get moved into a written piece. It can get moved into an audio piece for podcasts. So it can get consumed in multiple ways. And at the end of the day, the power of online marketing is about repurposing your content. So you start with this one main piece of long form content, and then you put it in lots of different locations, and particularly at the start. So this is why I asked you to create your handles across all the platforms. Start with the ones where the people you know say they hang out more on, and start sharing your ideas, sharing what the pain is that you are helping people solve. I solve the pain of too many ideas, overwhelm, frustration, not knowing where to focus in their business. And also the pain of running around crazily and serving lots of people one-to-one. So they know who their people are. They know what their expertise is. And now they're ready, and they're ready to scale. And also they're ready to know they need to invest and get the right support to do that. So they're no longer on a bootstrap, because my 22 years of experience comes at a cost, at an investment. If people don't have that investment, that is why I'm creating the YouTube channel, to help you guys how to get started online. Because I wish I'd had this advice when I got started way back when. And why I ended up starting 5 different businesses, of which this is number 5. So we're talking about how to market. And just checking on my list down here is, you need to know where to market, and you need to be testing your ideas. So when you've got that big piece of content, put it out on all the different platforms. See where you start generating traction and interest, and then do more of what works. It's a really simple philosophy. Test, test, test. Do more of what captures people's attention. And that is how you start, by marketing your business online. So you find those first customers to sell your minimum viable offer to, that I covered in part 3. This is part 4. So in the next episode, I will be wrapping this up with where you need to go to then go to the next level, because this is a really basic how to start your business online, fast and furious, in 5 steps, in 5 days. You can do these steps as well. So I'll see you in the last episode in a jiffy.